So in this lesson, I will show you naman products that has no sales rank, and we will also talk about the reason why products has no sales rank. So without further ado, let us now discover them. So in this graph, as you can see, wala siyang sales rank. Okay, and ang tawag natin dito is suppressed sales rank. Product that has no sales rank. So kapag nakakita kayo ng ganitong graph, ibig sabihin yan is not selling yung item. Okay, but don't get me wrong, kasi may mga key points to check din talaga para malaman natin if selling ang isang item even without a sales rank. No? So may mga clients din kasi na hindi nila kinukonsider yung mga item na walang PSR, like yung current client namin. No, even may mga certain points naman na selling yung item kahit wala siyang PSR. Pero as of now, hindi talaga kami nagko-consider ng item na walang BSR since hindi namin alam yung sales velocity ng item. Since napaka-importante talaga ng BSR sa isang item kasi doon natin malalaman or doon natin nalalaman kung bumibenta ba ang isang item. So since wala sang BSR, hindi natatrack ni Keepa and even yung mga sourcing softwares yung sales ng item, since doon din sila nagbe-base to measures the sales velocity of the item doon sa sales rank. So in short, kapag nakakita kayo ng item na walang BSR, pwede nyo muna siyang i-skip, no? Pero it's better pa rin to ask first your client if they can consider products na walang sales rank even na-prove nyo naman na bumibenta nga yung item. So depende pa rin yan sa magiging client. So some of the reasons why nawawalan ng sales rank ang isang item, maybe because meron siyang duplicate listing. Okay, so possible na mas mabenta yung kapareho nitong item, kaya baka nalito si Amazon kung alin ba dito sa kanila yung bumibenta talaga. Okay, and also maybe because the listing was updated or changed, or maybe incomplete yung listing or something na nagkaroon ng error sa description ng listing kaya wala siyang rank. So maybe that's some of the reasons why nawawalan ng sales rank ang isang item. So yung mga indications para malaman natin if selling ang isang item even wala siyang sales rank is kapag may currently meron siyang buybacks. Okay, so dito makikita naman natin na let's put them in. So makikita naman natin dito na all throughout the listing meron siyang buybacks. And then in 2 years, 3 months, currently meron siyang buybacks. Okay? So that's the first indication if the item is selling even wala siyang sales rank. So pangalawang indications naman or pangalawang indications natin to know if the item is selling even wala siyang sales rank is kapag nagfa-fluctuate yung seller count niya dito. Ayan, kapag nagfa-fluctuate. So, ibig sabihin kasi guys ng fluctuations dito ng seller count is may mga nababawasang sellers sa item, maybe because na out of stock sila and nag-restock ulit sila, or maybe because may mga bagong sellers who are also selling this item, which is a good indication also that the item is really selling talaga. Okay, so dito di ko makita. So dito from 19 nag-add sa into 21. So from 21 nabawasan 19, maybe may mga seller na out of stock dito na bentahan. So from 19 nag-add, naging 22, naging 20, 22, 23, bawasan, from 23 stable dito, which means walang mga sellers na pumapasok or walang mga sellers na out of stocks. Maybe that's the reason. So from 23 pababa yung seller count na dito hanggang meron na lang siyang 16 new offer count. That means ibig sabihin may mga sellers na out of stock or may mga sellers na nabentahan sa item na to. So maybe that's one of the indication to know if the item is selling even wala siyang sales rank dito sa malalaman natin siya dito sa fluctuations ng sa seller count. Okay, So another thing also to identify if the item is selling even wala siyang sales rank is dito natin siya makikita under the data and then offers. Okay? So dito sa offers, titingnan natin dito is yung stock history ng mga sellers. Okay? So dito sa mga stock history, kapag nababawasan dito yung stock history ng mga sellers, that means possible na nabebentahan yung mga seller. Okay, so hanap tayo dito ng magiging example natin. So let's say for example this seller. So dito for the span of, so sinet ko muna sa into 90 days. Ayan. So dito from 6 stocks, nabawasan siya ng isa, naging 5. From 5 naging 4. Tapos dito naging stable yung stocks niya. Dito from 6 naging 4 na lang yung stocks niya. That means that nabenta siya ng 2. Okay? So dito from 4 naging 3 na lang yung available stocks niya. So makikita niyo naman siya dito. Yung stocks niya is 3. So itong sold, so ito yung total sales na meron tong seller na to. So that means meron siyang 26 sales for the span or in overall. Okay. Or ito yung total sales na meron siya. So for the span of 30 days, meron lang siyang 1 sales. So dito another example of the seller. So dito as we can see meron siyang 7 available stocks by the month of August 3. And then dito stable yung stocks na, that means hindi siya nabebentahan. Tapos dito from 7 naging 6 naging 5. Ibig sabihin, from 7 naging 5, nabenta siya ng 2 stocks. Okay, 2 units. Tapos dito, from 5, naging 4, naging 3, naging 2, naging 1. So dito, from 5, naging 1 available stocks na lang. So that means, nabenta siya ng 4 units. In overall sales na meron yung seller na ito, meron siyang 161 sales for this item. Meron lang siyang 1 available stocks. So for the span of 30 days, meron siyang 4 number of sales. No? So, ayan. So, tingin pa tayo ng ibang example na pwede natin. Eto, sige. So, dito, itong seller naman na to, from 15 stocks, naging 14, naging 12. So, from 15, naging 12. Ibig sabihin, nabentan siya ng 3 units. Nag-restock, naging 13, nag-restock, naging 15. So, from 15 stocks, naging 13 na lang. Ibig sabihin, nabenta naman siya ng 2 stocks. So, from 13, nag-add ng stocks, 15. So, that's the available stock na meron itong seller na to. So, ibig sabihin, in overall sales na meron itong seller na to, meron siyang 39 number of sales. Stock na meron siyang 15. And ang nasold niya or ang meron na sales niya within that 30 days or for the span of 30 days, meron siyang 2 number of sales for the span of 30 days. So, ayun. Although dito, hindi rin to masyadong accurate itong information na to kasi based din dito, meron na siyang 448 number of sales or total sales kahit na 18 sales lang yung meron siya last 30 days, no? So, kaya I would say na hindi rin talaga siya masyadong accurate. Pero this would be one of your indications para malaman nyo kung selling ang isang item even wala siyang sales rank, no? Kasi kung i-check din natin the data under the product details, wala din talaga dito yung sales rank information dito, which is hindi talaga natin ma-identify yung number of sales ng item na to. So, ngayon, once na naka-encounter kayo ng ganitong graph and you have that proof that this is selling even wala siyang sales rank, you can also ask your clients pa rin if they can also consider this kind of item or this kind of product. No, so, ayun, basically, that's how you identify a product with no sales rank or a suppressed sales rank. So, that's all again, guys, for this lesson, and see you to our next discussion. Bye! So, if you want to learn more about kung paano ba maging Amazon VA, most especially as a product researcher, I really suggest na mag-invest kayo sa Ava PH because meron silang courses, meron silang course about PR, Amazon PR, no, PR1, saka PR2, and I think meron na din silang wholesale course that would really help you to become an Amazon VA then. And yeah, yun nga, I really suggest na mag-invest lang kayo sa course nila because these lessons na ginagawa natin are only an overview to learn about Amazon PR, and from these courses, no, matututunan nyo talaga dito from basic to advanced sourcing. Okay, plus magkakaroon pa kayo dito ng mga trainings after the course, and bibigyan din nila kayo ng access sa mga tools and softwares na ginagamit talaga nila sa pagsasource. And actually, you are also not investing sa course nila because you are also investing sa community nila. And yun nga, napaka hands-on ng mga coaches and marami ding mga VEs ang tutulong ito sa inyo sa mga questions ninyo. And currently, meron na din silang 80.3k members. And actually, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko dito sa community nila is talagang tulungan sila paangat. Plus, may mga free lessons din sila kung paano mag-apply, paano gumawa ng resume, and the most important is they also have referrals, which is i-refer nila kayo sa mga clients if you already done the courses and trainings nila. Kasi dito sa Ava PH and yung mga coaches behind this community are napakabait, napakagaling, and ang dami ding clients and agencies na alam ang Ava PH. Kaya yun nga, napaka-advantage ng mga nakagraduate na galing sa Ava PH because alam ng mga clients yung quality ng services ng mga VE na galing sa Ava. Okay? Kaya if you want to learn more about Amazon PR, I will put the links dito sa baba ng description natin and i-visit nyo na lang sila. So with that, good luck sa inyo and see you inside the community.